Straits may be narrow, but their power is vast. These watery pinch point control oil, trade and tides of the war. From Hormuz to Malacca, whoever controls the choke points steers the world. So students, myself Himanshu Dhupia, I welcome you all at Universal Group of Institutions YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about Straits, Channel, Isthmus and important choke points of the world. Okay, so before going further, I would like to announce that our institute is offering PUC, BCom, BSc, BA and MA Political Science along with the various competitive examinations. Like for PUC, we are offering CLAT, CUSET and CUET. For BCom, we are offering IAS, IPS, KS along with the BSc and BCom, BA also. In BCom, we are having a special course, Chartered Accountant courses also. And this year, we are beginning a new course, MA Political Science. So if you want to join, you can join at universalinstitution.com website. You will get an apply now button here. And if you put referral code HIM007 during the admission process, you will get an interesting discount also. So students, what exactly is Strait? So Strait is a narrow waterway that connects two large bodies of water such as seas or ocean. As you can see in the diagram itself, this is a smaller water body. And these two are the bigger water bodies, Atlantic Oceans and Pacific Ocean, we can say. So this particular area, this particular water body will be called as strait because it is itself is a narrow water body, but it is connecting two bigger water bodies. Also, you will find this between the two land masses also. So this particular area is called as straits, and it can be natural as well as the man-made also. You have to remember that. And these points are important, these straits are important for the shipping and transportation because they provide a passage from a bigger ocean to another ocean. Means one region, another continent to a different continent altogether. Okay, you have to remember that. Now, example can be Malacca Strait, which is in the Indian Ocean, Gibraltar Strait, which is nearby Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so what are the characteristics of straits? It can be made by the natural process as well as human made also. It is narrower than the sea, it connects. Remember, this is a strait. Wherever this strait is meeting with the sea, that sea is much bigger than the straits. As you can see, straits are also bigger. It's not that they are very few meters, not like that. See the cargoes. These are also big, few kilometers, but not as big as the seas. Okay? And these are enough width, these are having enough width to have the navigation purpose also. Okay, fine. Now what exactly is channel? So channel refers to natural or artificial waterway that conveys water, often connecting two large bodies of water. So don't you think the definition of channel and straits are almost same, but what is the difference between channel and strait then? See the diagram itself. This is a channel separating United Kingdom and France. This is called English Channel. Many swimmers swim also across the English Channel, I think heard about it, and this is our strait. So this channel, and difference between channel and strait is simple as that. In channel's width is more than the strait, simple definition. As you can see, Atlantic Ocean is connected by the Northern Sea, North Sea, and both water bodies are there. Strait of Dover is also there and English Channel is also there. So strait is a narrow and channel is a bigger one. So we can find channels in various forms like river channels, artificial channels, ocean and sea channels, and estuary channel. What is estuary? Estuary means the water body, the water area where the fresh water is mixing, it's meeting with the saline water. That particular area will be called as the estuary. So can you tell me one estuary's name in India also? Write in the comment box. Okay. So this particular English Channel, can you see this channel? I told you that it's very popular with the swimmers. So from India, Mihir Sen was the first Indian, the first Asian to successfully swim across English Channel. Many people try but they cannot do it, but he was the first one to swim across the English Channel, and it took 14 hours 45 minutes swimming for him to this cross the channel. Also he has many records, he's very recordable personality. He was the first person to swim across all the 5 continents basically, okay, all the 5 oceans he has covered. So he was awarded Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan award also. Okay? Now let's move to isthmus. So isthmus is a simple landform, that it is a narrow strip of land. This is called isthmus, which is connecting 2 larger land masses. Okay, that is we have to remember, and these land masses are dividing 2 water bodies also. This is called our isthmus. The example is Suez, isthmus of Suez. So Suez can be natural also, Suez can be man-made also, and it is having the important impact on transportation, trade and geopolitical relationships. Okay, you have to remember that. And isthmus of Suez connects Africa with Asia. Next is choke points. What are choke points? Basically choke points are the these isthmus, okay, what we call it these our channel, our straits, all are the example of choke points itself. Okay, so what are the important points exactly? So choke points like these are called choke points. Okay, so choke points are strategic narrow passages that connect 2 larger areas with one another. When it comes to maritime trade, these are typically straits or canals. Example being Panama Canal and Suez Canal. Okay, so these particular canals, they see high volume of traffic because of their location. We will talk about it later, don't worry. Okay, so now you get to know that choke points are very important, but it has some flaws also, structural risk also. Recently, like this is the photo of the Suez Canal. This is the Suez Canal, and what happened here? This particular container is from Taiwan. The name of container was Evergreen company's container was there. So this is the Suez Canal. Now it was totally blocked by this particular container, and for like many days it was stuck there. So whole world's trade halted because of this particular container. So don't you think it is having the structural risk also? If the canal is so narrow that it cannot have 2 ships coming and going, don't you think it will be a problem? Because it caused traffic jam during the days. Okay. Second is geopolitical risks. So some important choke points of the world are Suez Canal, Strait of Hormuz, Panama Canal and Malacca Strait. Suez Canal is controlled by Egypt, Strait of Hormuz is controlled by Iran, Panama Canal is controlled by Panama country, and Malacca is it's like navigable to all of, but from the trades that China do with the Europe and African countries is using that strait only. Okay, you have to remember that. Now let's talk about the first important choke point or straits of the world, Strait of Hormuz. So if you see the map closely, this is our Arabian Sea, okay, and this is our Persian Gulf. This is our Persian, PGM writing Persian Gulf. These are the countries that is around the Persian Gulf: Oman, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran. These are the countries that is around the Persian Gulf. Important examination point of view question. And this Persian Gulf is connected by Gulf of Oman eventually with the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. This particular strait is called as Strait of Hormuz. Always remember, Strait of Hormuz is controlled by the country Iran. Okay, remember that. So what is important by Strait of Hormuz? I have already told you. So this particular passage, this area, it transport 21 million barrels per day, because you know that Persian Gulf is the source of crude oil for the whole world, and this from here you will find most of the containers going to the Asia and Asian countries basically. Okay, because Asian countries are the most important importer also for the crude oil. So for us it becomes so crucial that this area should be peaceful, and because of this area is so important for the world, you will find all the countries, most of the superpowers, G20 nations have the presence here only. You have to remember that. Okay. Next, the Gulf War happened in 1980s. Iran-Iraq war happened in 1980s. So this particular area, this particular this strait have been in the conflict most of the time. Reason is that, like, when the Arab war happened, like Iran and Iraq war happened in 1980s. What happened exactly in that particular time? USS Stark was attacked by the Iraqi launched Excite missile in Arabian Gulf. The photo is from 17th May 1987. Okay, this is the official photo that this particular USS was in the Gulf of Oman area. Okay. In recent news about the Strait of Hormuz was that one explosion strikes Iranian port on the Strait of Hormuz, which became 400 people injured and many died also. So Iran was blaming basically America, that because of USA all these things are happening. Okay, because USA and Iran is having issues with that nuclear advancement program. Okay, you have to remember that. So this is our Strait of Hormuz. Next is Bab-el-Mandeb Strait. So Bab-el-Mandeb Strait it connects, like this was connecting which one? This is our Persian Gulf, this is our Gulf of Oman. So this was Strait of Hormuz, remember. The moment we go, this is our Sinai Peninsula, this is called our Arabian Peninsula, So in the left of western coast of Arabian Peninsula, we have the Red Sea, and here we have the Gulf of Aden. So this particular point is called as Bab-el-Mandeb Strait. So if somebody asks you which of the following straits connect Red Sea with the Gulf of Aden or Arabian Sea, you will write the answer Bab-el-Mandeb, and this is our Mediterranean Sea, and this particular area is Isthmus of Suez, and this canal is called as Suez Canal. Okay, like that. So this particular area is so important, so volatile also. Okay, and an interesting thing about Bab-el-Mandeb Strait is that it's known for the piracy. Okay, in 2020 what happened, that United Kingdom chemical container was attacked by the Yemen's Houthi militants, and that was the 9th pirate attack in that particular year. Okay, so that's why Bab-el-Mandeb is so volatile, and it is important also for the point of, because if we want to go to if we want to trade with the Europe, where we will go? We will go to this route itself, like this. So Arabian Sea and this Mediterranean connection is because of the Bab-el-Mandeb Strait only. Even India's container generally go there and just do the trade. So here there is a Djibouti. So China also do trade with the same route. So China's first ever foreign military base was in the Djibouti only. You have to remember that. So it makes this particular strait so important. Okay, fine. Reason why this Bab-el-Mandeb Strait is again in news recently, because United Kingdom's military launcher airstrike with USA targeting Yemen's Houthi rebels. So that's why this particular area is again in the news. You have to remember that. So that campaign was called as Operation Rough Rider. Okay. So as our Donald Trump, the president of USA, is negotiating with the Iran for the nuclear deal, because Iran is saying that we will make nuclear bombs if the bully of this USA continues to be. So USA is trying to make a deal with Iran, and it is assumed that this Iran backed the Houthis of Yemen's. Okay, so interestingly, you can see these two notorious countries are there. Yemen, that is going through the civil war, and Somalian pirates, we all know, because of the lack of opportunities, because of the corruptions, so their youth has become the pirates. So whatever the containers will go from here to here, they will attack like this. Okay, lot of ransom, kidnapping, killings, bombing of the containers, it happens very casually. So Malacca Strait and this particular Bab-el-Mandeb Strait is very infamous for the piracy. Okay, next is our Panama Canal. Panama Canal came in news because of the Donald Trump wanted Panama Canal to be that if US containers or cargoes are going through Panama Canal, it should be free. So why exactly is demanding that? Okay, what's the reason behind it? We will talk about it. So this is the Panama Canal in front of you. So what is the location of Panama Canal? What connects? It connects Caribbean Sea with the Pacific Ocean. You have to remember Caribbean Sea, Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So Panama Canal connects Pacific Ocean with Caribbean Sea. Okay. If we talk about the importance of Panama Canal for the, especially for the America, can you see this is our east coast of United States and that is our west coast of United States. Now if New York want to do trade with San Francisco, if we want to send big containers or big cargoes from New York to Francisco, it would be very costly for them to send by the road. What it will do? It will, earlier it used to do like this, from New York to Francisco, this was the route. Okay, approximately 12,000 miles it used to take. 12,000 miles, and for a month it used to take months to reach one goods from New York to San Francisco. But when Panama Canal was opened, only 4,000 miles it need to travel. It cut the trip by 21 days. So it's very important for the USA point of view to remember that. Okay. Now what exactly happened? We will talk about the history in a minute. That Panama Canal is a lock type canal. So you have to understand what exactly are lock type canals. So you will be very fascinating to know that these canals are just not simply like it's like a highway. No, not like that. If I talk that how exactly these works, see this particular infographic, that these are called locks. Can you see? These are called locks. So in this what happens, students, first of all, some locks are being created and then we do the level and then again we remove those locks and this. So can you see Pacific Ocean is here and Caribbean Sea is here. Pacific Ocean and Caribbean Ocean is not flat actually. See, it's very up from here. Elevation is very high. So we use the lock type technology to reduce the water or increase the water level so that ships can travel. So it takes around 10 to 15 hours to do all these things. Okay, very interesting, right? So this is how the Panama Canal look like. In that you can also see these are called locks. These are the locks here. So first of all, this water will rise from here, it will level up with this particular area and it will simply sail. So the construction of Panama Canal was initially started by France in 1881, but it was abandoned due to engineering problem and there was some disease also there, so they abandoned in between itself. So 1881 France took the initiative but they left in between. Then what happened? Then the United States of America came in 1904 and completed this canal by 1914 itself. So initially this was controlled by USA. That's why USA is demanding. What exactly happened? There was a treaty, Torrijos-Carter Treaty in 1999. So this Panama Canal was handed over to Panama, okay, in 1999 under this particular treaty. Very, very important for your examination point of view, prelims. Okay, you have to remember that, or you can mention all these facts into your mains answer writing also. Okay, now Donald Trump is saying that because of this treaty, we constructed this canal. Now we are paying tax on our cargoes if we want to cross the Panama Canal. So he want that Panama should return again, hand over the canal to the United States of America. That's what the conflict is going on. So in 2024, see the revenue it collected, 3.381 billion in tolls, only in the tolls. Okay, that's why USA really wants this particular canal. Okay, next is Suez Canal. So Suez Canal's location is very interesting. I told you Yemen is there. This is our Somalia. This strait is called as which one? Bab-el-Mandeb. That is our Strait of Hormuz. This is our Bab-el-Mandeb. This is our Red Sea. Now, when this is our Mediterranean Sea. So Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea is connected by Suez Canal. That is the Isthmus of Suez. So it is an artificially made strait basically. You have to remember that. If I talk in more detail about the Suez Canal, so it is the zoomed view of this particular area, that Suez Canal is this is our Mediterranean Sea, this is our Gulf of Suez. Okay, so small lakes are there, and these are the cities that is residing into the left and right of our Suez Canal. You have to remember that. Okay, and that is our Sinai Peninsula. So this is our Sinai Peninsula. Sorry, this one is our Sinai Peninsula. Arabian Peninsula, Sinai Peninsula, same thing. For India, it was a boon actually. You know, we were very happy when this was launched in 1869. What exactly happened? That earlier from Mumbai to London, if we wanted to send any goods, it took we used to go to this route. This was the route. This is our Cape of Good Hope. Okay, 19,800 kilometers we had to travel. But now because of this Suez Canal, that distance has been cut to 11,600 only. So basically we are in the in the gain of 8,000 kilometers. Means we have to travel less 8,000 kilometers. So we save time also, we saved money also. Okay, so that is the importance of Suez Canal for us. And from what is the route, students? See this. This is Yemen, this is our Somalia, this is our Bab-el-Mandeb, this is our Suez Canal, and this is our Gibraltar, Strait of Gibraltar. So we have to go through all these choke points, important choke points of the world. Same thing China also follow. This is our Strait of Malacca. This is our Strait of Malacca. China also go like this and like this. So it's important for whole of Asia. Okay. Now, who controls it? Our Egypt controls it. And if somebody asks you which of the following canals or straits connect Europe with the Asia, answer would be again Suez Canal only. Okay. So what is the history of Suez Canal? That initially again France initiated the construction in 1859 under the Ferdinand Lesseps. He is the person under which the construction was begun. So it took 10 years to make the Suez Canal, to construct the Suez Canal. On 17th of October 1869, they inaugurated basically. It was officially opened. Initially, it was controlled by whom? France and Britain. In 1956, under President Gamal Abdel Nasser, Egypt nationalized this particular Suez Canal. So the construction was done by France, but in 1956 this was nationalized. Means this president Gamal Abdel Nasser took Suez Canal in the Egypt's control. Okay. So what happened? Because of this, don't you think that France and Britain will protest? Yes, they protested. So it led to Suez crisis. And it was very interesting what exactly happened in Suez crisis, students. On 26 July 1956, Nasser nationalized the Suez Canal. October 29, 1956, Israel invaded the Sinai Peninsula. Israel attacked this particular area along with the France and Britain forces. In 1931, so basically Israel, France and Britain attacked this particular area. So USA was not happy about it. Neither the USA nor the Soviet Union was happy about the invasion of this particular canal. So USA was unhappy. So USA gave ultimatum to France and Britain to back out immediately. Okay, do the ceasefire and withdraw it. Okay, so in 7 November 1956, ceasefire was declared and United Nations peacekeeping force was deployed in this particular area. Since then, we have the precedent of trend of keeping the US peacekeeping forces in the Middle East. Okay, and finally it came into the control of Egypt itself. Okay, and this was that container crisis. It happened. Okay, so Taiwanese container named Evergreen was stuck like this, and it took lot of time, lot of days to clear the path. So this shows that we cannot be dependent on the single strait itself. Okay, structural plus geopolitical region. If we don't have any good relation with Egypt, don't you think the Egypt won't allow us to go through that? So that's the thing that we have to figure out. Okay. Next is Strait of Malacca. So Strait of Malacca, as you can see, it's a smallest point. Okay, we can say that at Strait of Malacca, it is only 1.5 nautical miles. We use nautical miles for the sea. When we are measuring something in the ocean or the water body, we use nautical as the unit. Okay, so it is only 1.5 nautical miles. It makes it like the narrowest, as you can see in the map itself, that it is very low. It's like a very risky also, because the big containers can stuck here anytime, not an issue. Okay, so this is our Strait of Malacca, and it is also infamous for the piracy basically. Okay, so Strait of Malacca is important for the China, most important China. This is our South China Sea. So South China Sea is all the traveling, all the trade happens like this only. Okay, Strait of Malacca. So it provides a connection between China, India and Southeast Asia. Okay. In 2024, 107 incidents of piracy and armed robbery against ships reported to RECAAC ISC with a 6% increase from 2023. So basically in 2024 already like 107 incidents were reported of piracy. So I told you Bab-el-Mandeb and Strait of Malacca are very infamous for the pirates. Next is Pak Strait. So everybody know about the Pak Strait, that Pak Strait joins the Pak Bay with the Bay of Bengal. This is our Bay of Bengal. So this is our Pak Bay. This is called our strait, again narrow choke point, and it is also the boundary between India and Sri Lanka also, you have to remember that. Next come Bosphorus Strait. So Bosphorus Strait connects Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara. It is controlled by the Turkey. Next is Dardanelles. So Dardanelles were earlier known as Hellespont, okay, in ancient time. It connects the Sea of Marmara with the Aegean Sea. Sea of Marmara with Aegean Sea. So earlier Bosphorus connected what? See students, Bosphorus is this one. So Bosphorus connect Black Sea with Sea of Marmara, and Dardanelles connect Sea of Marmara with the Aegean Sea. So if you have any confusion, so you can say B plus B, like Bosphorus Black, like that. You can remember that. Both are controlled by Turkey, you have to remember. Okay, got the point? This is our Bosphorus and this is our Dardanelles. So how come that Turkey is having the control over these particular straits? So the answer would be Montreux Convention 1936. So this particular convention gave the control, gave control to Turkey over Bosphorus, Sea of Marmara and Dardanelles. Means all these three entities will be governed by the Turkey. So there are some conditions also, that Turkey will guarantee free pass for the civilian vessels in peacetime. It will restrict military vessel navals, especially from the non-Black Sea countries. Allow Turkey to close the straits in wartime or it threatened. If somebody will threaten Turkey, it can close all these three routes. Okay, so students, I hope this lecture is useful for you. So if you are here till now, you can answer this. The Panama Canal is an essential choke point for maritime traffic between which two oceans? Atlantic Indian, Pacific Indian, Atlantic Pacific, or Arctic and Atlantic. So you have to write in the comment box like this: first, second and third. Second question is, Strait of Malacca is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, connecting which two water bodies? Options are there. So you have to write in the comment box, check it out. Okay. The third is Suez Canal, bypassing the need for a landing voyage around Africa, connects the Mediterranean Sea to which sea? Red, Black, Arabian or Caspian. Okay, so all these three questions you have to answer in the comment box. I will wait for you. I will reply there only. Okay, so I hope you like the lecture, students. So if you like this lecture of straits and choke points of the world, do like this video, share with your friends, and make sure you subscribe the channel and keep the notification bell icon on, so to get the latest update very first. Okay, so you will get the such type of geopolitical and relevant videos regarding geography and other things on our channel. So stay tuned. Thank you so much and see you in the next one.